What up, Spook Gang? Welcome to the Halloween episode of Wednesday Night SmackTalk. We have a very creepy show for you tonight, so without further ado, here it is. Lou and Joe, have you ever heard the story of the Gazerus effect?
No.
No.
Wonderful. I shall tell the tale then. Our tale begins in the prehistoric ages with a boy named Mikal. He was the first ever homosexual! He wasn't a homosexual for his entire life, however. It was a choice. He had no one to sex up, as the kids call it today. He tried his twin brother, but his brother, being a strong heterosexual male, was not having it. He pushed him down and called him a queer. Bum, bum, bum. Had little technical difficulties. The copyright song got a little too loud. Mikal decided he needed to get the sex, so he decided to roam around the earth until he found someone like him. And after 3 long years, he found someone like him. And they were the first ever people to commit the heinous act of sodomy. After they were done, Mikal and the other homo had their cigarettes. Then Mikal was going to start to cuddle with the other queerbo. Fag Boy started laughing maniacally and screamed out, "You abomination! You just fucked God in the ass! Now experience my wrath!" God continued on and said, "You roamed for 3 years, now you must roam forever with a disease! A death sentence! But it will never kill you. It will only get worse and worse as the years go on. And the only way for it to feel better is if you fuck teenage boys. And give them your disease, you fucking queer." Jeez, God's got a real potty mouth, doesn't he? So, Mikal just thought the homo was a crazy person for a few months until he got sick. After a year, he got really sick. And he decided to roam the earth looking for boys to fuck. He had fucked a few boys over the centuries that you might know. Have you ever heard of Genghis Khan? Maybe Adolf Hitler? Or how about the most heinous one of them all, William Shatner? But the boys I want to tell you about are 2 of the greatest queerbos in existence. The first queerbo was a boy named Paulo. He grew up in a small, quiet South American town called Houston. Mikal rolled into town like, "What up, I got a big cock." And Paulo was instantly attracted to him. It wasn't long before they committed the heinous act of sodomy, and Mikal felt better again, and Paulo felt worse. But something different happened with Paulo. When Mikal said he was going to leave, Mikal said he was going to leave, Paulo begged to travel with him. He told Mikal that he was tired of the quiet Houston life. And Mikal knew he needed to tell Paulo what he did to him. So he told him, and Paulo was not fazed. So, they did what any normal gay people would do. They roamed the earth together. And Paulo, being the only person Mikal had ever had sexual contact with that had gay sex again, because they all had AIDS and died pretty quick, he found out. He felt better when he sexed teenage boys too, just like Mikal. So, they started sexing them together. The second queerbo was a boy named Braden. Braden grew up in a terrible-ass city known as the Greater Toronto Area. Mikal and Paulo rolled into town, and once again, like Paulo, Braden grew heavily attracted to the both of them. So they had a Cuervo three-way. And when Paolo and Mikhail started to leave, Raiden did the same thing Paolo did. And they both told him what they had done to him. And he was just like Paolo, not phased. So the three of them Cuervos went off in the world, ready to gangbang boys and spread their disease around the world. The disease, I think that was a little too early there, sound. The disease is known to you now as AIDS.
Ah!
Let that be a lesson to all of you boys out there watching. Don't let the devil corrupt you and make you a homosexual. And let this be a lesson to you, Mikey. Accept our terms so we can retire your ass. Golden Gods out.